Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room. For Thursday, July 27th, 2023. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right, and we're done with that today. Make that on the top. All right, market is about to open. We have a get in sync short at 7:43, it looks like. 7:44. And there at 7:44 does trigger in. Did have time to catch that. Soybeans picks up a short trade that now is stop and reverse to long at 30 and 75. Hasn't gotten there. Right there. And that does trigger in. So long on soybeans. And that's a 7-tick target 1. And the YM hitting target 1, so that'll be a one and done session. Russell stopping out of a pre-market trade. $7.28 for the YM stop. Pound Aussie. Short at 17 and a stop and reverse. Setting new session lows there on the Pound Aussie. And the YM stopping out. That completes the session. Quick one. 35-tick target 1. We pick up 728 from 744. 16 ticks on the trailer. So 51 ticks on the YM. Russell with a short trade. I would say that's probably avoidable. All right, soybeans stops and reverses again. This time we'll be at 28 flat. Right there. Target is 26 3/4, so that actually money management will be 26.5, and our target is going to be target 2. Money management achieved, so we are trailing at 27 3/4. Target 2 is at 25.5, and we just hit that. So target achieved. 2 positions come off there. 10 ticks each, 20 ticks net. Russell with a long trade. That is a break even. All right, unleaded, let me hit that real quick. Target 1 traders pick up target 1 on this small little trade, not so small. 30 ticks to target, you pick up a tick on the trailer. Target 2 traders pick up the 2 ticks on the trailer only, then pick up the short, which gives them a target 2 win of 54 ticks and a trailer of 577 from the stop and reverse at 703. So 126 on the trailer, along with 50 ticks on the target after the stop and reverse. Pound Aussie stopping and reversing back to long. That would be from 36. And hitting target at 51. Tough morning on the Pound Aussie. We started off with the short. Actually, did we get the long? Yeah, we started off with this long. So we stopped and reversed into the short. That didn't make money management. We stopped and reversed back into a long at 33. So our first stop and reverse was at 29. Stopped and reversed here at 33. Stopped and reversed to short at 17, which we hit. And we go back to a stop and reverse at 36. Stop at 37 now. All right. unleaded made its to where it wanted to be. There's the micro NQ. No trade as yet. Russell picking up another break even short this time, and now we have a long trade. So far that's avoided. I'd push that up to at least 0.27, get it away from the 50 EMA. Alright, soybeans picking up target 2 and 3, so we got 20 for target 2, 17 at target 3. No, I'm sorry, 15 at target 3, stop and reverse. And we stopped out at 24 flat from 28 flat, so 4 points, 16 ticks. So we get 20, 30, 35, 51 ticks on that trade. After 1, 2, 3 stop and reverses. Two stop and reverse losses, actually. We pick up a solid win there. Russell trade I would call avoidable. Pound Aussie coming back and stopping out at 37. That would have been our stop and reverse point. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Arizona Bob. Good morning, Don. Hope everybody is doing well this morning. New short on the Russell. Trade number 3. New short on soybeans. I suspect we probably need that to get positive after the 2 stop and reverses, but so I'll mark it up and come back and check it later. Alright, crude oil this morning. The long is too early, as is the short. 9 o'clock start is right in here, so definitely has gone too far on the short. We pick up the long. It goes immediately to full stop. Triggers a short at one tick beyond the stop. Just barely triggers in. It's a 13 tick bar, but it might have been avoidable. If you avoided it, you picked up nice target 10 and 17 tick, target 1 and 2 for second trade. If you didn't avoid it, and actually, yes, you would have avoided. No, you wouldn't have avoided that. It's not a stop and reverse adjust. So if you didn't avoid that, it's a two stop session ender on the stop and reverse exit. So a tough morning on crude. It's a little just out of sync, really. Good morning, Miles. $10 a.m. crude session still a little over just over 15 minutes away. And we have a new short at 34 on the pound Aussie. So money management at 22. And our first actionable target will be target 2 at 19. And we just triggered in. All right, the Russell with another that's a third money management trade on the Russell. Just the stop up a couple of ticks or a couple of pips on the pound Aussie. Get it above that swing high. Pound Aussie getting down to target 1, no action there. We're coming close to money management at 22 now. No trades on the micro NQ. Micro NQ setting, just plowing through session highs. YM in very positive territory, but about midway between session open to current session high. The Russell has been up above 2,000, but is just down below it again. Also solidly in positive territory this morning. All right, let's see if we Okay, Chase, this trade sets up at 28 flat, stops and reverses at 30 3/4, and that's 2 3/4 or 11 ticks, so we're down 44 ticks or 11 points. So we go 30 3/4 down to 28. Again, another 11 points. So we're down 22 points, 88 ticks. We pick up 20, 37, or 35, 51. So we're down 37. So we do need another trade. So we are in this short. Or we should be in this short on soybeans. One and done would have just been the original 11-point loss. And trade number 4 on the Russell, that we should have had time to get into that. Maybe not. 5 seconds, and yeah, you just came. Yeah, there it is. So you're definitely in it. "10 minutes to go to the crude inventory 10 a.m. crude session, mini session. Alright, not much in the way of change. Ooh, did we stop out of that? $98.2. Yeah, that's a full stop out on the Russell. Hit the stop on the nose, and we definitely were in it. Three break-evens and a full stop. Definitely a stop out now on the Russell. Soybeans definitely kind of going sideways at session open, but bumping up against the 20 SMA just above. And the 50s just crossed over a few bars back, or crossed under the 200. And still in the short on the pound Aussie, coming back up, touching the entry. That was a stop and reverse at 32. Actually, no, that was not a stop and reverse because we actually stopped out at 37, or we would have stopped out at the 34. So that one is as it plotted. And the Russell, trade number 5, is a short. And a long stop and reverse filtered by trend mode. Actually, it's not trend mode. That's the chop filter that's filtering that out, because the trend mode is actually positive, so that would be a stop and reverse if not for the chop filter. Those the chop dots down on the histogram down here. So we're in the chop zone. That's against the 50 EMA. So it filters that trade out. And Russell with a win at target 3. Pushing down and hitting target 4 as well. It's trailing at 95.6, 95.1. And the pound Aussie taking some heat. And I wasn't watching. How micro NQ picking up a short. Yeah, 12 seconds, definitely in the trade, and he just got another chance. Pulled back to the entry again. Looking like it's finding support just above the 50 EMA there. Alright, remember I pushed my stop up here on this pound Aussie to 53 from 51 because of this swing high just in front of us. Just shortly ahead of current, so we'll see if that will keep us in the trade. So there's the red line is where I've actually got my stop. And 50, 90, 50 area looking like it's providing some resistance. Trade number 6 on the Russell. A long trade. Last trade of the morning. Picking up targets 3 and 4 and trailing to 95.1 in the long. And that doesn't bode very well for our micro NQ trade. And we are at 10 a.m. And a long trade, 79.38. Money management, I think, let's see, did we get, that one is 1, so we need to go 2 ticks beyond, and we did hit money management there. $96.2 for the stop, so surviving so far, but it is a break-even trade, none at worst. Stop and reverse on the micro NQ. I give that a point because of the size of the brick on the stop and reverse. So the entry is 84.5, so we'll go to 85.5. Currently still in the short. And the Russell stops out for a 4th break even. 4 break evens, 1 loss, 1 win. Should be a slightly positive session for the micro Russell. That should be enough. With a target 3 and 4 and a fairly fair trailer for the other 2 positions, should get us positive from the 1 full stop out. That ends the micro Russell session. Money management on the crude and target 1, so this session will be a 1 and done. 79.39 for the break-even stop at the moment. Okay, calculator will be tracking the long, but we are actually still in the short on the micro NQ. stop and reverse adjust, keeping us in that trade. Session kind of winding down. And target 2. So see what we get for crude on this one. 15 and 24, 39 ticks. Winning session there. Still short on soybeans, short on the pound Aussie, and short on the micro NQ. All of our top line charts are done. So our 3 active charts are the bottom. On the bottom 3, all with active, no, well, pound Aussie just stopped out. So. Oh no, no, it didn't. With the adjustment, it's surviving. Now, where did that get to? Our original swing high was 51.7. We got to 52.1. That, our 53 is still surviving. And finally taking us out at 53. Not a nice morning for the pound Aussie. Alright, micro NQ still actually in the short, even though it's tracking as flat at the moment. And crude is going off to the races. Pushing up toward that $80 mark. All right. Micro NQ tracking the short again, or tracking a new short. We're still looking at a big trade, so let's see. So yeah, I would take profit at target 1, 31.5 points. Short target 1 at 841. That will bring, and looks like we're getting close. Yes, we just hit target 1. So 31.5 point win at least. Stop and reverse adjustment keeping us in that short for a win. So break even stop at 72. The entry was 41. So 40 and 3/4, no, I'm sorry, 72.50, 71 and a quarter for our break-even stop. 1 1/4 over the, 1 1/4 points above, or maybe, yeah, 1 1/4 points above that full stop on the new short. But that was a big trade because of this wick. Soybeans taking heat. And another possible stop and reverse still being filtered by the squeeze zone, or not the squeeze zone, but the chop zone. Crude just going off and hiding, getting up to 79.95. What's our high of the day? 80.16 for the session high. Soybeans still in that short. And crude did stop out at 79.79. So one and done session for crude at 10, mini session at 10 a.m. Slow going. Micro NQ taking a peek at the 50 EMA, but then continuing to head lower. And coming up to test the 50 EMA again on Micro NQ. Micro NQ and Pound Aussie are only active charts. So not much to watch at this point. Oh no, that's not true. We still got our soybeans short. Soybeans came up, tested the 50, testing it again. Trend indicator has gone back red. And we're still in the chop zone. Although potentially getting a green dot, which is indicating the end of the chop zone on this bar. Micro NQ still in the first trade of the day. A larger than normal short because of the wick on the entry bar, setup bar. And another test of the 50 EMA on the Micro NQ. Pound Aussie now pushing higher, breaking the previous swing high that we see just on the left edge of the screen. Session winding down. Target 1 in hand on the Micro NQ, bringing the targets down on a larger than normal trade. So taking profit at target 1. And the stop currently at 71 and a quarter, 871 and a quarter. And soybeans starting to move downward. Finally rejected at the 50 EMA. Will this get us down to a target 1? We're down, what was it, 37? 37 ticks. This is just the 4th trade. We actually can take one more. and running into support right around 14.19. Well, it's an excursion above the 50 on the micro NQ, but now seeming to trying to push lower. And the YM and the micro Russell both pushing lower as well. And soybeans hits target. So that goes way back here, over halfway across the screen. That's a 9-tick target. So down 28. Target 2 is at 14. Target 3 is 20. So needing to get at least down to target 2. And roughly 7 ticks on the trailer to get us to even. And there's target 2 on the trade that micro NQ is tracking. We're actually in the earlier short trade. Target 2 just coming onto the screen right at the very bottom. Crude getting all the way up to $80.08. Yeah, getting over the $80 mark, and now pulling back. All right, we're coming into an hour. Pound Aussie, soybeans, and micro NQ still are active charts. Soybeans and the micro NQ both in shorts, and Pound Aussie is flat. See if one of these three will resolve. We'll go ahead and wrap it up. And there we go. Micro NQ moving down. I got sidetracked there. So we get target 2, and I would say we can pick up the trailer at this point. So 807 3/4. Is that right at target 3? 7. Actually, we've already cleared, I think. Target 3, 797 flat. Yep. So all three of our active targets have been hit, and trailing at 801 3/4. A big winner on the micro NQ. And soybeans with a possible stop and reverse. 1422 flat. Not a very big trade. Yeah, that'll be a minimum target 1, but I'm sitting right at 50 there. I think 2250 is a place to put that stop and reverse. And so that will push our money management up to 2450 and make 2475 our actionable target. So far, the original stop and reverse adjustment would have been sufficient, but I still like making it push through the 50 to stop and reverse on this one. Actually, yeah, actually that's not a stop and reverse. We actually stopped out at 2050, picking up 3 more ticks, so down 25 now, and actually we would have entered in that at the 2150. So long, looking for an 8-tick target. 787 for the micro NQ stop. One tick from target. And there's target. So that's 8 more ticks. Brings us down to down 17. Target 2 is 13. And our stop now at 21 3/4. And they have to push up through the 200 EMA to make much more on this. Last trade of the session. And stopping out at 787 on the micro NQ. That looks like it may be the only trade I tracked today. Pushing up through the soybeans 200 EMA, looking for 24 3/4 for target 2. Trailer at 21 3/4. There is target 2, 24 3/4 for another 13 ticks. So down only 4 with 2 in hand on the trailer at this point. Target 3 is 18 ticks. Looks like our balance line is about 21.88 it looks like. So it's going to have to move up a little more before we can start trailing much. Just a couple of more ticks on the trailer and we are positive. Russell bouncing off of its session open. See if we can get positive on soybeans. 5th trade. Still need a little bit more on the balance line to get the trailer moving. And long trade on the micro NQ. Bouncing off the 200 EMA. Lots of time to get into that one. Just hitting the entry again. Okay, soybeans signal line at 2263. Now will this 5 tick, where's the top of that bar? 24, so 2275. So yeah, we're going to move up to 22 and a quarter, I would say, and that will that will get us positive, whatever happens. And there it is, 22 and a quarter from 2150. Three ticks, that's 6 in hand, and we were down 4, so that's positive 2 if we stop out right there. A lot of work for 2 ticks. But actually it's just been watching this trade for, well, it was watching the short for quite a while. This one's actually progressed fairly rapidly. Okay, possibilities on soybeans. We pick up target 3 for 18 ticks. That puts us plus 14. And at the moment, 3 on the trailer. Or it meanders around here. We pick up a few more ticks on the trailer. Positive session, not going to be big unless all of a sudden soybeans decides to take off to the upside. All right, it looks like 2 more ticks in the offering on the close of this bar. Coming up to 22 3/4. Micro NQ approaching target 1 for money management. 811. And we've gotten as high as 809 1/4. So 1 and 7 ticks to get to money management. All right, up to where we'll get 1423 flat, it looks like. 1426 flat for target 3, and just we got within 2. Oh yeah, we got within 1. It was sitting within 2. There it is, within 2 again. If it comes back up to 25 3/4, I would definitely be looking to take profit. $17 ticks versus 18 is plenty. Only giving away 1 tick. Money management achieved on the micro NQ. And 1423 flat for the stop on the soybeans. So that's 6 ticks now on the trailer. Currently 2 positions, so that's 12 ticks in hand. Looks like we'll get at least 1 more tick on the trailer. Have a great weekend, Pamela. Slow at price action right now. Soybean is trying to push away from the 200 EMA and through the 1425 level. Target 2 on the micro NQ, win number 2 this morning. Strong winner going down on the short side, and then now we have at least a minimum target 2 win on the long side. And the trailer activated on the micro NQ, 813 flat. Nothing new on soybeans. All right, hour and 15 in. Okay, looks like we're getting a second. We've got a second win in hand on micro NQ. We're going to be positive on soybeans. Just don't know how much. Looks like it's going to be at least a couple of points. So at least $100 win this morning on soybeans for 4 1 contract positions. But I'm going to call it a morning. We will see everybody next week. That ends the July sessions. We'll see you on August the 1st at 9:30 a.m. Everyone have a good, wonderful weekend. See you next week. Soybeans moving up to 23 1/4 for the stop and stopping out. So 10 ticks positive. That was 14 ticks on the trailer. It puts us net 10 ticks. $125. And we're still, did micro NQ get to target 3? Yes. Target 3, 835. And that's exactly where we got to. So micro NQ with a target 3 win for second win of the morning. And looks like we may be taking some heat now on the trailing stop, but that's going to be a good day with 2 solid wins there. See if it bounces off the 50 or if it goes through. And stopping out. So 2 wins. We're currently flat. That'll call it a day. You too, Miles. Have a good one.